Hello YouTube, today I'm going to show you how to replace the alternator on a 2006 Toyota Tundra. Disconnect the negative terminal of the battery. Use a 12mm ratchet, take off these bolts. One here, the other side, and 3 near the front. Okay, so now I have the dust cover off. The next thing to do is take off the belt. As you can see, the belt looks like this. This piece here is a tensioner. We're gonna need a 14mm socket with a breaker bar to take it loose. We're gonna need to stick an Allen wrench right where that little hole is. Then we're gonna twist the breaker bar to release the tension. As you can see, now the belt is slightly loose. Now you see the tension is loose, and I can easily take the belt off. Okay. This is the old belt. As you can see, there are many cracks already happening. So I'm going to replace the belt. Use 21mm deep socket to undo all these bolts. Okay, what I did is using a flathead screwdriver and then pry these plastic thing off. As you can see, these just pops out. Okay, now it's loose. You can just use hands to take it off. Good thing it's not broken. Alright, took off the plastic cover. Now we can see this is the alternator. The next thing to do is we're gonna have to take off this connector from the battery and this electrical connector. There are 2 connectors here, needs to disconnect, and then we're gonna undo these bolts here. Possibly we need to take off this power steering pump. So let's get started. Now with a 10mm socket, go under and take off this battery connector. You don't have a lot of room to work with, so this is going to be the closest. Take time. Okay, once it's loose, you can use your hand to undo this wire. Okay, so you can see now this thing is off. Okay, and this connector here just twists. Yeah, and undo it like that. Squeeze and pull, squeeze and pull. Here we have the new replacement alternator. I took out these 2 bolts. We now have to take off this one in the bottom. One here, here, and here. So total 1, 2, 3, 4 bolt we still have to take off on the old one. Then we can put the new one in. 14mm deep socket with a breaker bar to undo the top bolt first. Okay. Okay, now I loosen it, I can switch back to a ratchet. And I can undo the top alternator bolt. Here's a look. Now I'm going to undo the 12mm bolt on the side of the alternator. Here's a closer look. I took off this big 14mm bolt, the last one, and now we can see the alternator should be loose. It's now just hanging on the top 2 bolts. I'm going to try to just take it off, and hopefully we have enough clearance. I realized we cannot take off this alternator without taking off the power steering pump. As you can see, there's just not enough clearance to take this thing out. It's physically impossible because this big wheel is blocking it. So now I'm going to have to loosen the power steering pump. Okay, looking from underneath the car, I have a 15mm socket, deep socket, and a ratchet going through the power steering pump wheel. You see, there are 2 bolts, one on the bottom and one on the top. This is the bolt on the bottom. We're gonna undo this bolt, then undo the bolt on the top. Here we have the radiator hose. We don't need to take it off if you have a deep socket like this. There's just enough room to get the socket in. This is the top bolt that's holding it in place. We're gonna use a wrench, 14mm wrench, and undo this bolt from the top. It takes some effort to loosen it, but once you get it loose, you just slowly turn. Eventually, can use your hand and undo this bolt. Okay, now this is out. Okay, we have third nut holding the power steering pump in place. This one needs to come out as well. So use a wrench or socket, come from the top and undo this bolt. The third bolt is out. This is by far the hardest one to get it out. Really, you don't have much space to work with. Okay, now, yep, the power steering pump is definitely now loose. We can take this out to the way. Then we can take out the alternator. Okay, the next step is, you see we have a hose, power steering fluid hose. We need to loosen this, take out the hose so that we have more room to work with. Okay, so the power steering pump is loose. Now what I'm doing is just push it forward, move it forward all the way as you can. You don't have to remove it from the bracket because it will be a lot of effort to put it back in. So just move it forward all the way, but don't take it off. Now that should be able to give enough clearance to come to the bottom and then take out this alternator. So that should just have enough room. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, so now just wiggle your way out. Wiggle and move this stupid hose. The old alternator is out, as you can see. I just took out from the bottom. So here we have the power steering pump still attached, and here is bracket where it's holding the alternator. So it must come out this way, but first you have to move the power steering pump forward so the alternator can slide off this way. Here we have the old alternator on the left and the new one on the right. As you can see, when I'm turning this, it feels much more smooth. And this one is clunky. It's very hard to turn it. So that could be the reason why it stopped working. But this one is so smooth and easy to turn. You see that? It's been... This one is very difficult. It barely even spins. This one, so easy. This one, a lot of friction. Yeah. Okay, so now we need to put the new alternator in the same position the old one came out. So this is the bottom bolt, and this is the side bolt, and then over there is this top bolt. The top bolt needs to hook into the top bracket. Let's give that a try. Amazing! I was able to get the new alternator onto the bracket, but it was quite a big effort. But it's possible to do this with one person. So you really need to make sure that the power steering pump is all the way forward, so you have enough room to wiggle the alternator onto these two bolts. Once you have it hooked, everything else should be easy. Now the next thing, we just need to bolt these nuts together and put the belt back on. This is a 14mm bolt holding the alternator to the bottom. Put the power steering hose back onto these clips. Same way it came off. Now they just snap it on. Now I'm reconnecting the electrical connectors. So we have a 10mm nut here, and this is the ground connector. So your new alternator should come with a brand new mounting screw. So use that one instead of the old one. So this one snapped back in place. I already did the connector. The positive connector goes on the top. Okay. Now the negative connector, you need this. Oh, God. This stupid thing here is a 10mm. So that goes on top. Okay. Use a torque wrench to put these nuts into specified torque spec. I'm going to replace with a new Serpentine Belt. We're going to follow this routing scheme and put the new belt in place. Okay, success at last. Now, as you can see, the new belt is on. Everything is tight, so getting the belt on is really a two-person job. One person needs to hold the tensioner loose, and then the other person needs to follow this instruction to loop the belt into the right places. Okay, now we're going to turn it on and try start the car, hopefully the battery gauge will not go crazy up and down like that. So here is the battery gauge. Start the car. What a surprise. Everything just worked. So now we can see that the battery, the AC alternator is regulating, right? So if I push the gas, it is stable, right? And then if I loosen the gas, still stable. So we know that it's not going up and down crazy. Like, that's how my car is died actually, when I was driving normally, and then the battery gauge going like all the way down to 9 volt. Like, it's unstable. So now we see the problem is definitely going away, and this is definitely the right fix for it. Thanks for watching and have a great day.